So you see the likes of people that are always wanting more, always wanting things to happen for them. At the end of the day, they're miserable people, they're never happy. Because you know why? They live in the past, they're anxious, they live in the future, they're excited, they refuse to live in the present moment, and they lack happiness in their life. But this morning I'm going to tell you about happiness, and I'll dwell more into the pursuit of happiness. Okay. Marino said, I honestly think happiness is being present and finding the joy in every moment. If you look up into the skies, you see how beautiful the skies are. I wonder if any one of you have gone out at night to look at the stars and see how amazing they're well arranged and lit the skies. Every moment of your life, you should enjoy it. If you're not enjoying every moment in your life, something is definitely wrong somewhere, and you need to immediately start reorientating yourself. What does happiness mean to you guys? Let's start. Health, for me, this is my own data. For health, 51% of my life, I like to maintain a good health. Because health, they say, is what? Wealth. Good partnership, 32%. I'm a relationship person. I like to nurture relationships and keep it low for as long as I can. Right? A close family. I love family. There's nothing like family, but please don't get me wrong. Family is not blood. I'm not sentimental or emotional. Family is anyone that both of you are trying to achieve what? A common goal. That is family for me. The salute, the familia. All right? Enough for money. 25% for me. All right? A beautiful home. I love a quiet place. 23%. Fun, joy in life. 22% for me. Friends. 15. Freedom. 15 also. I was born free. Children. 13. They grow up and they go, right? And then a good job, 10%. Because everything I need is there in my head, and I'm the only one thinking in my head. So you might want to check your own happiness meter and find out what happiness means to you. If you're living and you still do not know what happiness is to you, it might be the day to start checking it. A corporate philosophy. What is happiness? Simple definitions, steps to happiness, and I'll talk about the pursuit of happiness, conclude, and then the code for the week. I apologize, I've taken off some of these other ones. Our philosophy, our vision, to be the preferred partner in retail financial services that delivers quick solutions to the underserved customers in Nigeria. Our mission, to provide a platform for quick, efficient, and effective services that ensures our customer needs are met real time. Our core values, integrity, excellence, speed, teamwork, trust, passion for our customers, and our brand driver, experience excellence. What is happiness? You can read all the definitions later at your own. Esther, you can share the slides with them. But let me say this to you, something by Ralph. It says, happiness is a choice, not a result. So you decide to be happy. All right? Nothing will make you happy until you choose to be happy. I can buy you all the things in this world and give you all the best things in this world. If you do not decide to be happy within you, I can't make you happy. All right? No person can make you happy unless you decide to be happy. Your happiness will not come to you. It will only what? Come from you. So if you're thinking that happiness is like an outer thing, that it comes from the material into the abstract, no. It comes from the abstract and it generates into the material. All right? There are a list of definitions of happiness for you to read at your spare. This one says it is a positive and pleasant emotion ranging from contentment to intense joy. For me, happiness has to do with what? Being contented. All right. So what are the steps to happiness? I've broken it down into 3 for you to make this class as much as interactive as possible. But let's look at what Hepburn said. He said, the most important thing is to enjoy your life. How many of you are really enjoying your life? See? Isaiah is enjoying her life. I'm enjoying my life. If it is enjoying her life. To be happy, it is all that matters in this universe. I don't know about you. I'm always happy. For me. Okay? And what are the things that makes you happy? The first one, practice positive reframing. What does this mean? I read to you. Positive reframing is changing the way you think to be more positive. It is taking a negative thought and challenging it, not pushing it away. Taking that thought, challenging it, and turning it around. Reframing is simply rethinking. Right? This time, instead of letting your negative thoughts take over, you decide what you think. If you find it good, you will create more of it. Always find the good in things. It is one way to reframe your mind. Nigeria, the government, I was sitting in a place on Friday, and I was asking the lady, how is your market? She said, we can't meet demand in Nigeria. Then I went out on Friday with a couple of friends for the first time in years. And I looked at everybody. They were happy people. They were dining at one of the finest restaurants in Lagos, facing the Atlantic Ocean, and it's not the Atlantic Ocean. And it was amazing. People are genuinely happy. And people are what? Rich. So if you think that people are not rich, sorry, only God knows where your compass is pointing. Maybe to Danfo drivers or Okada riders. You might want to switch your compass and face Victoria Land. The next one is savor the simple things. Learn to enjoy life. As beautiful as the air is, if something blows on you, take it in and enjoy yourself. If you're watching, it is a beautiful moment. You capture a baby that is holding his mother or something, take that moment and enjoy it. What do you guys do? You shove it up and go to TikTok and Instagram, where there's life that is fake waiting for you. But for me, if happiness is rooted in anything, it is in appreciation. If you're not an appreciative person, you will lack happiness in your life. Appreciation of what you have, where you've come from, what you love, and what's around you. You find that it starts with the simple things that make the difference the most to you. Don't let life pass you by, friends. Don't let that happen to you. Ultimately, you will have the ability to pay attention to the positive. Pay attention to the positive in your life. From the subject of the first one into this one, you have to stay positive. Once you change your orientation, it's all up to you to start seeing the good in everything. While you're here, be awake to what it is. Create a gratitude list for your life. And what I mean by while you're here, I mean this realm. Okay? I don't mean famous, it's this realm. So be mindful. Ground yourself in the good. And take notice of simple things that brings you joy. Be very careful, friends. A lot of you are almost reaching the half of your life and you don't know what happiness is. The last one, there are a lot of things, but I just picked out 3 that are very important to me. Is to let go of this destination addiction that everybody has. When I graduated, when I get a job, got a job, when I marry, you marry, when I have a child, you buy the child, when I die. Uh-oh. There's a doctor that says, a PhD holder that came up with the destination addiction. And I want to read about Robert. He was the first person that talked about destination addiction and brought the awareness to humanity. And he says, what he meant was that people were so caught up in trying to become happy, trying to be happy. I don't know what that means. That they miss what happiness is actually. All right? If you just live your life waiting, that's all you'll be doing. Some people are waiting on the world to change. The world ain't gonna change. You would have to learn to enjoy the world as it is. When you're constantly thinking of the next thing, the next project, the next relationship I enter, the next job, when I travel, when I make more money, when I pay performance bonus, when we brand ourselves, when we have this one, when you all those, when, it's all a joke. Right? It's not about the next thing, Femans. It's about the what? The now. There's no destination other than the choices that we make right now. So, Femans, enjoy life at the moment, always. Let's look at this. If you see anyone that is depressed, they live in the past. My mommy this, my daddy this, my uncle this, we were born without silver spoon. They are depressed. They are in the past. My husband did this to me, ran away 15 years ago. For God's sake, 15! When you are anxious, if you see any anxious person, that person is living in the future. If you find anyone that is peaceful, that person lives in the present moment, which is the best place to live. In the pursuit of happiness, if you've not read the book, I have the book upstairs I could share with you. Try and watch the movie. If you've not watched the movie, I wish you well. There are 8 things that you can get from pursuit of happiness. I'm not going to read this one to you, so let me read this one. Many people share the desire to embark on this life-affirming journey. Everybody, just like Ify told us just now. But truly, how many people ever do it? What's this? Arises when an inner calling is set in the motion by the outside factors. Everybody has this. It's always there. I want to become great. Then you have to believe in yourself and embrace rejection to stay motivated to complete your quest. Rejection does not mean denial. Okay? Whatever your passion or personal circumstances, no quest is too long or too expensive. If you want happiness, nothing will be too expensive for you. I don't mean wig or eyelashes. Pursuing something you love is a reward in itself. You see? That you actually go after something that you really like. In itself is a taste of happiness that you get. If your life lacks purpose, you need to find your quest. That's as simple as it is. And then quest can change your life for the better, but it also can change people for the better. You just find that the moment you start on a particular kind of journey, some of the friends are fizzled out. You can't find them anymore. All those friends that will be like, let's do this, you'll be like, they're going. And then new ones start coming into your life. And then finally, once you've completed a quest, finding a new one will renew the sense of purpose in your life. So, like I told you, happiness is like many things. You finish one, you thank yourself, you're grateful, you move to the next one. That renewed sense of purpose has to constantly be restored for you to be happy. Alright? So there's nothing like I have arrived, I have gotten there. Don't let anybody lie to you. Nobody ever gets there. In conclusion, Fermat, I'll read the first one, then I'll read the second one. Happiness cannot be traveled to. So if you think when you go to Paris, have you? When you go to Chicago, Ohio, all those places, I'll be happy. Alright? Happiness cannot be owned. Oh, if I have the best cars, I'm going to be happy. If I have BMW, Lexus, Maybach. Go and ask Beyonce. Okay? It cannot be won. You wear 2 billionaire suit. Or consumed, eat the biggest, most expensive burger. And expect it to stay inside you. If it stays for more than 2 weeks, you go to the hospital. They'll have to do surgery for you. Happiness is a spiritual experience of living every minute with what? Love, grace, and above all, gratitude. Okay? Now my own quote to you guys. Fermites, happiness is what everyone is looking for. I've never seen anyone that say, do you want to be happy? I want to be happy. Everybody wants to be happy. But not everybody finds it. Why? They look in the wrong places. You must look at yourself most of all. So you're the first person to look at. You have the ability to choose how you spend your days and whom you spend them with. If you spend your life with a grouchy person, I'm so sorry for you. You're going to die a miserable person. Because life is beautiful. Happiness is not out of reach. It's yours if you let it in. Choose happiness and the rest will fall into place. And my quote for the week, El Nightingale, says, it is in the expectation of happiness that much of happiness itself is found. And it takes a lot of courage to expect happiness. Thank you, guys.